folks, Brak Da Warboss here, and it's that time of the month. It's almost the end of the month, the pointy end of the month, where I get to have a look at all the Gearguts creations, designs, which he did for all of this month, which is December. So let's go and have a look. Alright, here we have a BROOZER Assault Gunners G. Not to be outdone by their close combat-minded kin, the assault gunners will often be seen charging up the battlefield to secure key locations before letting loose excessive volleys of fire from their ranged weapons. These bruisers, though often lacking in accuracy, will more than make up for it in enthusiasm and will release an absolute torrent of firepower for when the foes get close. And here they are, 5 little bruisers with not so little guns, and they're all in a running pose, except for this guy on my left, or this one here where the arrow is. Here's looks like a bit of a stance. They've all got slightly different faces, and they're looking pretty good. Nice. Oh, BROOZER Heads Q. Gearguts ever expanding the ever growing range of conversion bits. The BROOZER Heads Qs are similar to the rest of their heads. They are designed for larger figures of other ranges. These BROOZER heads are to represent a few greenskins who've equipped some breathing masks for when the battlefield gets a tad toxic. It's so for when they go onto online discussion groups, I think. Those sort of places get toxic, don't they? No, I'm just having a land. Oh, I do like the guy with the goggles. And this guy here, his little eyes, all looks like a bit cut up here. And the mirror image for this fellow over here. Yeah, they look pretty good. Oh, more BROOZER heads. And BROOZER heads R. See what they did there? Yeah, the BROOZER heads R's are similar to the rest of the heads that they're designed for figures of larger ranges. Now, just like I said before, so you're looking knobbish if you're wondering about scale. These heads represent a few of the bruisers ready to take to the high seas and maybe a wasteland, a nautical themed wasteland. And I don't mind the pirate motif here. I'm loving the tri-cornered hats and the patches. Little skull patch here and a square patch over here. Cigarettes, or they're bullets. That could be a cigar. That may be a bullet. They're looking pretty good. I think these look really good on any if we're doing some conversions. More BROOZER heads. And these ones are for the Crusader range. So they're looking a little bit marinish. And I do love this skull motif on the top here for these guys. Yeah, the Crusader range isn't my favourite range, but it's a nice design. It looks good. And if you like that, well, yeah. Go to Gearguts and check them out. BROOZER Shop. BROOZER Shop A. While bruisers are warlike species, they will also at times focus on the similar things, such as haggling with each other for prime bits of gear or scrap. The bruisers will make any use of surviving structure, hollow it out, and convert it into shops for such wares. So a nice little piece of terrain here if you want to set up a bruiser type terrain, orcish terrain. Let's not kid ourselves, we know what these things are meant to present. And I do like it that it's obviously a fallen claw from something a little bit bigger, a gargantuan or something. And yeah, so they've hollowed out a nice little shop. Loving the lateral thinking here and the design, and they're made for, like I said before, really nice terrain piece. Brute BROOZER Bikers B. Sometimes it's difficult to tell which is louder, the roar of the engines or the BROOZER riders. For when the bruisers go to war, their very air seems to hum with the sounds of endless war cries and engines. The brutes are no exception to this. Even under their heavy armoured helmets, They do yell in their own guttural language various curses and cries of excitement as they speed towards the foe. Oh, I'm loving these bikes. Looking really good with their biggish shooters weapons and the skull motifs on the front of the shields. Bit of protection there. I'm liking the arm guards and their little helmets. Reminds me of knights. And who doesn't like a good knight or two? Alright, here we have Warboss MINIWARGAMER Dave. Sometimes bosses heed the call from an even greater power. These bosses become champions in their own right and become even more obsessed with battle. Some gauge such notoriety that they receive special gifts from their new patrons. Warboss MINIWARGAMER Dave is one such champion, armed with an axe which seems to have a mind of its own and a supercharged pistol. Dave is a headhunter of both foe and follower alike. Dave's pack is full of trophies from his most glorious combats, and he's always moving forward in search of even more glorious bloodshed. Wow, even MINIWARGAMER Dave now has his own boss. And it looks nice, I like it. And I know some people out there who like to collect these bosses. And yeah, go ahead, do it. Loving the grin on the face there. And I'm liking that energy weapon. Really nice. Look at all these skulls. Lots and lots of skulls on the bottom there. And I do like the cross stitching on the pants. And is that a stick bomb of sorts I see? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I like this one. I'm sure MINIWARGAMER Dave will love this. Dogosaur Buggy C. Zooming across the wastelands that the bruisers battle over, the Dogosaur buggies are often used for both food delivery and also brutal aggression. Armed with multiple mortars, they are able to lay down fire on soft targets that other bruiser units would need to slog through to combat to get to, and thanks to their over-tuned engines are more than capable of escaping if required. It's a nice looking little buggy here, so okay, this is meant to be well, firing squigs, aren't they? Or dogosaurs, if you're a Gearguts person. Yeah, so a RTSB. I'm not saying the name, you can figure it out. You're all smart, or ask me in the comments below, I'll tell you then. I like it. I like the nice sweet buggy aesthetic. And the wheels, these look quite dangerous at the front here. And look at this big ass gun. I'd really like to see the back of it, but I can't. But anyway, yeah, no, yeah, I'm liking this. I may even go and get me one myself. Engine Bits B. Okay, so you want to do some kit bashing, some conversion work? Need some engines? Then this is probably for you. So you want some extra horsepower to a project, or wanting to spruce up a mechanic's workshop with a future project? The Engine Bits B is designed with that in mind. A series of conversion bits to expand the ever-growing bits box. And this is, you know I go on about bits. I love to convert myself, and, well, not myself, I'm going to probably say exactly how I am. I might be a little bit smaller in the future, but that's for something else. That's another project I'm working on. But yeah, I'm really happy that Gearguts is going into all sorts of bits. So we've seen the heads, and now we've got some for engines, and in past months we've seen extra guns, hatches for goblins, hatches for bruisers. I really enjoy this. It means that you can get any sort of other vehicle and just add to it, make it your special own, and enhance it. It's a really great idea, and I really hope we see more of this. And these little guys really do illustrate the point that I was talking about with the engines. The Goblin Crew D. While the bruisers may be hulking brutes capable of great feats of strength, they lack the dexterity of more complex tasks. Instead of struggling to do it themselves, They will bully their goblin kin to do such tasks, such as the creation of ammo or the clearing of minefields. And here we go. We've got a couple of... So this guy, he's cleaning some ammo. He's got an ammo rack. He's holding it. And here's some more ammo. Some more boxes. Boxes of ammo. And ammo. No, sorry. Yeah, look, nice. Really, really nice. Okay, here we have some Hick Bruiser Scrap Gunners, eh? Quite often, some members of the Hick Bruisers began to obsess over firepower, augmenting their crude weapons over and over to the point where more fingers are needed to pull the various triggers. Just to keep up the rate of fire, the Hicks will recruit their lesser kin to this task, enabling their scrap guns to fire extreme rates at distant foes. And there we go, look at that. We've got some bruisers there, and they've got some little goblin people helping them out with the extra firing bits. Yeah, if you like the looters, then these are fun. And I do like the Hick Bruiser range. And I do like that. This assault gun type thing. He looks really, really good. Has that goblin over there got a stick bomb? Wow. Yeah. Look at this guy standing around preparing himself. And I wonder what this fella's pointing at. Will this guy be able to hit it? Who knows? Well, these are the stories that you can play if you get one of these and play it yourself. Be fun. Go on. You know you wanna. Okay, the Hick Bruisers have got some more goblin friends, okay, swarming around the battlefield while cackling to themselves each time one of their larger kin is slain. The goblins are a cruel lot, often bullied by bruisers into acting as cheap cannon fodder, or worse still, the grim duty of cleaning landmines. The goblins will do these tasks with much complaint, but at least they get weapons. They seem to have a few with stick bombs, lots with little grot blasters or goblin shooters, and they've all got their Make Goblins Great Again caps. Yeah, these are good. These are great. Love them. Hick Bruiser's Herald A. What's it remind me of a Christmas carol? Hark the Bruiser Herald A. Da, 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 da. Yeah. It is that time of the year, and I'm a little bit silly. Everywhere the bruisers go, you will find their glyphs of conquest, either built into the ruins they leave in their wake, or raised high by the various heralds to the sky. I like him. I do like that chainsaw that he's got. That looks really nice. And there he is. He's still got his Make Hicks Great Again, or is it Make Gork Great Again? Even though Gork's probably already great. And yeah, I like the banner or the herald. It looks really, really good. Nice looking, solid model. We interrupt for the service to find out whether you're enjoying watching this video or not. If you are and would like to help me make videos in the long run, there are 3 ways that you can do it. There's Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, and affiliate links. I have 2 affiliate links, one for Gearguts Mekshop and one for OTP Terrain. So check out those 4 links below in the description to find out how you can best help me make videos for you. Back to regular viewing. Hick, there's a lot of bruisers. And here's some Hick Bruiser Jet. Yeah, it's the first one. And I love it. Those big guns at the front, the propellers. And what's he pointing at? Shouldn't he be having 2 hands on the steering device there? This is really, really nice. Roaring through the sky with powerful engines, pressed to their limit, the Hick Jets are a sight to be seen, with their massive weapon dominating the majority of the hull. It almost sounds rude, doesn't it? What it lacks in precision of dedicated fire, it will make up with pure rate of ammo usage. I'm sure that's what he says. No, there's enough smutty jokes aside. Look, I really love this. This is great. This is really, really nice. I think I know I'm going to put on my list on my birthday, which is coming up in a month or two. Great Hicks of Fire. Hick Bruiser Pyros A. While all bruisers love the smell of smoke on the battlefield, some will become a bit more obsessed with fire. These pyromaniacs will gather into squads of like-minded individuals to set the battlefield to ignite as much as possible before their fuel tanks run dry. And yeah, look, I'm loving these. This guy looks like he could be in charge here. He's telling them where to go. They've all got their little gas masks on. We've seen these sort of heads before. Do like the nozzles of these pyro guns. They look really, really nice. Oh look, there's the stitching I like again. Very nice indeed. Okay, here's a Jet Buggy D. With its engines roaring, the jet buggies are built for aggressive and nonsensical speed, covered in range weapons with a crude ram and aggressive treads. This high-speed scout is built to rip across the battlefields the bruisers take part in, putting its considerable fire into soft targets while avoiding the most dangerous of threats. Yeah, look at that, look at that. We've got some rockets here, we've got some big shooties here, something big on this side. And we've got 4 little treads. And that looks dangerous too. Whoa. Look at a grin on this fella. He's having a blast. Nice straight lines to get some paint on. You can do some freehand work there. Or put down extra glyphs if you want. Yeah, lots of opportunities with this little buggy. Wow, look at this BC. It's a Mega Walker. And it's F. The Ranger F, so what's that? That's F, so that's the 6th. While the vast majority of bruisers will build their Mega Walkers with close combat in mind, some will forego this tradition and instead arm their mechs with massive cannons. And that's one big massive cannon, so they can rain fire down onto distant foes. Oh, look, I'm loving the gun, and I'm loving the legs. I've seen similar sort of designs. But for me, it just looks a little bit lopsided, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. There's much nicer designs. Not to say this isn't a good design. It's just, there's something about it that just, but I don't know. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Will it grow me? I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure there are people out there who absolutely love this. Okay, here's a mechanic boss with a shield generator. It's D, so it's the 4th one in its line. The vast majority of bruisers can be best described as unable to tell the difference between a screw and a nail. These who do grasp their finer concepts of mechanical repair are quickly promoted to the ranks to become mechanics or mechanics, and are tasked with the seemingly endless task of repair and rearmament to keep the bruiser vehicles moving. Those that constitute to survive the grueling battlefields will eventually become bosses, capable of building their own pet projects, like Mechadogosaurs, and bullying their lesser bruisers around while keeping their favourite or favoured vehicles safe. He tells the boss he's got a little crown. Nice big tusks too. And a big spanner. He's going to check that amongst the wolves. And he's got a little mate hanging off here. He's got another little mate down the front here, showing things. Yeah, look, I like that. This is really good. This is really, really nice. He's like been to the dock too and made a few. He's got a few cybernetic enhancements, which isn't always such a bad thing. That's the mechanic boss with a shield generator D. Love it. Ooh, Mech Baby E. So this is a big one. When the bruisers go to war, it's often in the shadow of their titanic mechanical creations, probably built by that boss we just saw earlier. The Mech Babies, the smallest of the bruiser-built titans, dominate any battlefield it comes across, absolutely covered in weapons. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can see 12 different weapons from where I'm looking. and it's ready to devastate any foe, both at range, or if they dare to approach, closer, and they can crush with its feet or crushing saw. It's dangerous, it's big, and it's brutal. I think Santa could slide down the chimney and give me this mech baby. Love it. Really, really nice. Rumbler Tank B. Okay, so it's a big bugger of a tank. Compared to other buggies the bruisers use on the battlefield, the Rumble Tank is a totally other beast. Massive with huge wheels capable of crushing infantry with ease is its purpose. To speed across the battlefield, firing heavy shields all the while against the foes while acting as a mobile fortress to enable bruisers to fight with renewed vigour. And who doesn't like a good renewed vigour when you're fighting? I'll take 2, please. Yeah, nice looking design. It's sleek looking, but bulky at the same time. There's a couple of engine bits. Get some good work, some freehand work going on here, or some glyphs, if you like. The choice is yours. You have the power to do whatever you like in your own hobby. Okay, Scout Copters G. While the main bruiser force advances at a steady pace, it is often outraced by various scouting units that are sent off to find the best bits of fighting. The Scout Copters take to the air with this purpose in mind, with their explosive and downright exotic weapons being used to damage soft targets in preparation for the main bruiser attack. Oh, look at this. Okay, so here we go. We've got they're like chairs with little rotor blades. And there's a bruiser in it. I'm liking that. And we've got 2 with rockets and 1 with sort of an energy weapon of sorts. Yeah, I like that. They look really nice. Yeah, loving the design. Really like this design. Yeah, like I said before, they just look like little chairs, reclining chairs with rotor blades. So they can just go off. So put down their beer and go off a little flight and do some damage and see what they can see. Bruiser Shock Troopers H. Charging across the battlefield with their crude weapons, ready to cut into anything they can reach. The Shock Troopers are the bulk of the bruiser forces. These bruisers are surprisingly durable, even with their limited armour, letting them survive a shocking amount of firepower as they make their way to combat. And yeah, at first glance I thought there was 4 here, but no, there's 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each with a shooty weapon and a cutty weapon. And some have got masks on. And this guy doesn't. Yeah, look, they look nice. They're all 5 different poses, 5 different faces, and I dare say 5 different types of weapons. Well, 10 because, you know, there's 1 of each type. You know what I mean. Yeah, look. Nice. Okay, here's a snagger. Buggy B. Yeah, he looks like he's winking at me. He's a nice looking beast of a thing. Can't really see too much. Nice to get a little bit of angle, slightly different angles. Guns up here. These are there. Can't see. There should be probably more guns on this. Being a well, snazzer buggy. What's that? Take a snaz wagon. So there's got to be another weapon on this side somewhere. And I do like the. Looks like he's winking. And that always looks quite nice. And yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Wow, look at this. Trike Boss C. This boss prefers to lead from the front, having collected the swiftest bruisers under his banner. His swarm of speeding greenskins will always be the first into the fray. This trike comes standard with a ridiculously large engine and devastating close-range weapons. This boss looks forward to collecting the best loot to help inspire awe and fear among his enemies and followers. Look at him, he's got a big helmet, elongated and slick design with lots of protection, double engines, these guns, these wheels, and he's even got himself a claw. What self-respecting bruiser boss wouldn't have a claw? Gee, it's a truck. It's truck G. Yeah, wow, with an interesting sort of shape. Most bruiser trucks tend to follow a pretty standard shape and function. A crew truck is a space for bruisers to sit or to hold onto, and a single defensive weapon mounted to ward off foes. Though this is a norm, there's always a few vehicles that push that boundary, either by still retaining some of its original form, or by the mechanic behind the design having one too many brews before grabbing the blowtorch. And yeah, this is definitely an organic approach to mech building. He's a little bit here, a little bit there. It's interesting. I'm not quite sure. There's something intriguing about it. If I get it, I don't know. Probably. But you could have some fun with it, especially with little bits of extra, I don't know, some hatches, some more weapons. I think you could go to town with this to make a really interesting creation. So that is the Truck G. And that is the last of Gearguts' creations for December. What do you think? Well, there you have it. Look, there was some great designs in there, some really, really good ones. I like the baby, and I like the assault guns. I even like that jet. There was some that I'm a bit unsure about, but yeah, look, each their own. I'm sure there's something that you like. What do you like? Tell me below. Let's have a conversation. Now, I will put the links to the various places you can go. Gearguts for the North Americas or Americas. If Europe, there's Fully Cycled. And for Aussie and the Southern Hemisphere, Australasia area, there is OTP Terrain. Now, I have affiliate links. They'll be down below as well. So if you want to get some of that, click on those links. You might get a discount and I'll get a kickback. So, yay. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Alright, so look, tell me if you're going to go grab some of these. Tell me what you like, what you dislike. What would you hope to? Did you get any Gearguts stuff for Christmas? Did Santa get you some Gearguts stuff? Tell me that too. Love to know. And I'll be getting some Gearguts stuff for Christmas very soon. It's coming a bit late, but that can wait to another video. Now remember, if you're going crumping, you've got to bash early and bash often. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, subscribe and share. Do all the algorithmic things. And if you would like to help me out financially, there's always Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. The links are in the description. Okay, time to toddle off. So remember, if you're going crumping, you've got to bash early and bash often.